Public speaking is one of the most effective communication skills that we have. I like to use what's called the 7 C's of communication. Be clear. Know exactly what you need to say and why it needs to be said. Be concise. Stick to the topic. Know your topic. Be concrete. Stick with the facts. Allow your audience to visualize what you're saying. Be correct. Make sure that the way that you're speaking to your audience fits your audience. You would prepare a speech for a group of junior high students differently than you would prepare a speech addressing a business group. Be coherent. Allow the presentation to flow from one point to another. Do not jump back and forth between topics. Be complete. Make sure you deliver the facts so that the audience knows everything that they need to know when they leave the room. Be courteous. Be open, friendly, and honest. Avoid putting your audience down or being condescending or making them feel inferior because they don't understand what you're saying because you're throwing technical terms around. Define the essentials of public speaking in a variety of settings. Know your audience and be aware of the venue that you are speaking in. If you're in a church, you would be more respectful, use a quiet tone, probably not crack a joke to open up with. If it were a business presentation, you might crack a joke just to lighten the mood a little bit and let your audience know that it's not going to be a dull 45-minute presentation. If it's casual, you would be a little more relaxed and in your posture, and like I'm doing right now, I'm hiding my hands because I tend to speak with my hands. If you're outside, you may be really casual. If it's a company picnic, something to that effect, where you could be a little more casual and not have someone be offended because you weren't businesslike. Again, just respect your location. If you're at a church or speaking at a funeral or delivering a eulogy, you would use a more sober tone and just go with the flow of the audience and their mood. Using verbal and nonverbal skills to keep an audience interested. Avoid a lot of hand gestures. That's what I have a lot of problems with. Do not hold on to the podium or the table. You wouldn't, this does not look great. Make eye contact. Understandably, if you're speaking to 75 people, you can't look at each one of them, but move your eyes around the room and make contact with several of your audience at different times throughout your speech. Keep your facial expression pleasant. I wouldn't want to be sitting and listening to anyone who's, not having a good time. Look like you're having a good time and you're enjoying the fact that you're speaking to these people. Using technology in order to present a clear, concise presentation. Familiarize yourself with PowerPoint. They have many, many templates that you can use. You just have to scroll through and decide which one will work for what you need at that point. Keep your visual aids bright and simple. I call it busy colors. I don't want a lot of neon colors, but the basic colors are eye-catching and interesting to look at, but don't overload your audience with a lot of pictures, because then if they're looking at the pictures, they're not listening to you speak. Use pictures, clip art, charts, but again, do not overload your audience with a bunch of stuff to look at, because then they're not listening to you. Use video and audio to hold interest. You may have a clip of a song that pertains to what you're talking about at the time. And there I go with the ums. You may have a clip of a small video short video that pertains to what you're talking about at the time. And basically, effective public speaking is being relaxed, which I am not right now, and enjoying what you do. And when I'm giving a certain kind of speech where I can be a storyteller, and that puts me more at ease with what I have to tell my audience. Just try to be relaxed, know what you're going to say, have the facts. Make sure you're not going to they're not going to listen to you if you go up there and tell them something that they know is not true. If they know more about the subject than you do, they're not going to want to listen. They're going to shut off right away. Be relaxed, have fun, enjoy what you're doing, and enjoy talking to people.